everyone, welcome back to Great Sports Debates, and we got your Week 12 picks here. So if you're not a member now, now's a good time to join, as we only got, 6 weeks left now of cashing tickets. Of course, we got the playoffs after that, but it all kind of winds down from there. And sure, we'll have NBA, we'll have some UFC fights as well, but this tends to be the most profitable time of the year. So let's jump right in. We got 3 games on Thanksgiving. As always, we got the Detroit Lions. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. This is a pretty tough week as far as the line numbers are, at least for me. I don't see anything where I see a ton of value. No different here. I got a score of 30-22 here, and then the line's 7.5, so it's right there. Not a ton of value. I'd lean towards Detroit. I'd really like it if it was under a touchdown. This is one candidate that we did tease with another game that you can see on the members picks, but between that and the over-under number is pretty tough, 247. If I leaned one way on that, it would definitely be to the over. Moving into the next Thursday night game is Washington at Dallas. This line is 9.5, or opened at 9.5, I want to say. And I think I saw it at -11 now, or maybe I got that backwards. But anyhow, I have Dallas winning by double digits, 34-23. Maybe a little value on Dallas here, but nothing I bet yet. Not the greatest bet in the world. The over number is 48.5, which, again, that's another one I'd lean towards over, but nothing I see a ton of value in. This might be a good one to keep an eye on if the line's moving, or even if it doesn't get toward, it's probably not going to get towards the touchdown range, but maybe that's something you tease down if it hits 8.5. And the final game on Thursday, we got San Francisco at Seattle. A little bit of value here. I'd like San Francisco either -7, or you could tease it down to -1. I'm picking them 30-21. I know it's in Seattle and it's a divisional game, but San Fran just looks like one of the top teams. They had their few hiccups, they had their issues at quarterback, but I think that they should win this game handily. And 7's kind of a big number, and a magic number there, but if you can get it on the other side of 7, I think that's a great bet. Next up, the first ever Black Friday game, Miami at the Jets. This should be another one that's not super close. I put down Miami 24-16 between the Jets' defense and Miami's offense not being super explosive. Maybe they can keep it close. I know score-wise, I have it where I should be getting value to the Jets, but, I do think that this could be a bigger gap than this. I do think, despite my score, I feel like I would want to lean Miami -9.5. So, obviously, this is one I'm just going to completely avoid. Next up, we got Jacksonville at Houston. This is a pick'em game, which I figure Jacksonville would be a favorite, but they are on the road. This did actually move to Jacksonville -1. I'm looking at that right now. I picked a score, Jacksonville 28-27. I definitely lean Jacksonville here to win the game, so maybe take Jacks -1 or take Jacks money line. I don't know if that's going to be worth the units, not anything I bet yet, but that's where I'd lean on that one. And I could see doing a bet if you're good with Jacks here. Next up is Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Cincinnati's at home getting a point. Burrow's out for the year, so I don't know where that leaves them. I immediately went to the under, which is, even for these two teams, 34.5 is low. They've started hitting some really low under numbers in some of these bad games lately. Hopefully, if you were with us, you picked up a lot of money on some of those unders first 10 weeks or so. But they have, it used to be, it would be rare where you see the numbers under, 39, 38, 37.5 might be as low as you see in a season. And I mean, if you just look this week, this game's at 34.5. There's another one that's 33.5. Cleveland, Denver's 35.5. So they're making it tough to pick up those unders. But I got this game Pittsburgh 20-17. Not really super confident one way or the other. I definitely lean Pittsburgh in this game, though. Next is Carolina at Tennessee. Tennessee's a 4-point favorite, and I know Carolina's kind of the unanimous bottom feeder team of the league, according to everyone, but I honestly don't think Tennessee's all that much different. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen Tennessee enough to, maybe fairly judge them there, but I feel like they've got smoked by a lot of teams, especially a couple recently. I think even if they win 20-18, Carolina's getting 4. Maybe if you tease it up to 10 in a low-scoring game, it's worth it to do our first bet on Carolina of the year. I'm not committing to that yet, but that's kind of interesting to me. Carolina plus 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about that one. Kind of on the fence. I don't really trust Carolina, but plus 10 against Tennessee, that might be something I have to find a tease partner for. Next up, we got New Orleans at Atlanta. This is a pick'em game. I like New Orleans here. I put them 24-22. I think that might be worth a unit. I haven't placed a bet on that yet, but I like the Saints here, no matter who's the quarterback. Tampa at Indy. This is another one I feel it's like spot on. Going back and forth trying to figure out the right number. I kind of like this as a close game. I gave Indy the home edge. I picked them win 25-23, and then sure enough, Indy's favored minus 2.5. So probably an avoid for now. New England at the Jets. This opened with Jets as getting 3.5 points, which kind of surprised me. I was just immediately going into bet mode. So we made a couple of bets there. I'm saying, hey, anytime the Patriots are giving anybody more than a field goal, we're on board with that, even if it is the Sapsack Giants. So I've seen that's dropped to 3 now. I still like Giants there on 3. I think that's still a unit, but take a look for all the people and members. There's a couple bets here. This is where we did do a couple units of damage. I think there are some weaknesses in this line that can be exploited. But either way, I see a low, close-scoring game, and points are at a premium. Next up, we got Cleveland at Denver. This is another one that surprised me. I tried to reach out to a couple people, didn't really get any clear answers of what they thought. Cleveland's already been playing without Watson. Watson hasn't been that great to begin with, and they've done pretty well in the season. Why is Denver a 2.5-point favorite? I know they're at home, but I just don't see that. I think Cleveland's going to win this game outright. I bet the money line. You can take the 2.5 points as well, kind of depending on what your risk factor is. We also have some other bets on this game, so take a look, members, and let me know what you think. But this is a second game where there's some value to be had. All right, getting towards the end of the slate, it's going to be a busy week. Everyone's playing this week. We got Rams at Arizona. Arizona's getting a point at home. I like the Rams to win by about a field goal or so. Not too much value. I'm still kind of watching and evaluating both these teams, especially Arizona with just getting Murray back and haven't got to see too much of them play. So this one's going to be an avoid for me. All right, Buffalo at Philadelphia. Now remember, I'm making this video at time for the members, so this is before the Monday night games even played out. So this is something that I'm not going to bet on for sure until I see that Monday night game, if at all. This opened at Philly -3. It's already moved to Philly -3.5. So hopefully I didn't lose some value if I wanted to go that way, but I just don't feel comfortable betting this game without seeing how Philly plays against the Chiefs. But the score I threw up there is Philly 27, Buffalo 24. All right, and with the other team playing on Monday night, we got Kansas City at the Raiders. I got this Kansas City 27-20. I can't really figure out a bet that I like with this. I don't like the tease through 9.5 because it just gets you down to 3.5. So, you're not getting the value going through the right numbers there. I don't feel like Kansas City's done well at covering the big numbers so far this year. And I definitely don't want to take the Raiders with any amount of points. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Not necessarily your normal key numbers, but if you did take Raiders and you tease 6 on top of that, you go from 9.5. Now you're sitting at 15.5. So you're crossing 10 and 14, which aren't your typical key numbers that you're trying to target. However, are the Chiefs really going to win by 15.5? I mean, of course they could. But something I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments section. So that's one I'm kind of tossing around. But I do think that there's at least 4 or 5 other ones that I like teased better than that. All right, moving into the end of the schedule, we got our Sunday night game. We got Baltimore at the Chargers. Chargers are getting 4 points. I think Baltimore is going to win by more than that. I actually did my bet on the over, though. I think I like over 46.5 better than Baltimore -4. But either way, you guys know I've been pretty high on the Chargers. They've just kind of been. And when I say high, not like I thought they were going to win the division or anything like that, but I thought that they were in the top half of teams, and they remain below 500, and despite their offense looking as advertised, the defense hasn't answered the bell consistently, despite several playmakers that they have. They've made bad decisions, too many turnovers, and poor coaching. This is just kind of a team I can't trust right now. I got Baltimore winning 31-24. Look to take Baltimore -4 or the over 46.5. And finally, ending the slate, we got Chicago at Minnesota. Minnesota's giving up 3.5. I'd lean Minnesota here. I got them 27-23, but not sure that there's a whole lot of value there. So this is a game I'm still thinking about. Hit me in the comments section what you think as far as Chicago, Minnesota. I haven't did any bets on that at all. Still kind of processing. Even though I've been telling you guys I didn't think Minnesota was the juggernaut that some of you guys thought they were, I definitely expected them to beat Denver the other day. So those are the picks. Insiders and members, I got a few extra ones for you guys for our multi-unit bets and some of our prop bets. Otherwise, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comment section what we got right, what we got wrong, and what you got questions on. Thanks a lot.